All right, go ahead and raise your hands, and I will get you the mic.
Before I ask about this game, do you have a Game 2 starter?
Yeah, Manoah's starting.
So did he report that he's feeling well? Like, what's his kind of status? Obviously well enough to pitch.
Yeah, he's feeling fine. Expect kind of the normal outing for him, feeling a lot better. So just ride him out there like we always do.
And so knowing that you have him, how big was Mitch White today, coming back and kind of battling after, I guess, in the third inning he allowed a few runs?
Yeah, I thought he was great. Kept his composure and I think really settled in. Probably deserved a little bit better. We gave him some extra outs, which you cannot do against a team like that. But I thought he was great. Phelpsy was great. Kept us right there, gave us a chance at the end, and lined us up nicely for tonight's game.
Johnny just mentioned there the extra outs. Just from that inning, how much of that is the Rays' aggressiveness, pushing it a little bit, versus what you guys ended up doing?
Yeah, I mean, we know that's how they play, and you have to try to stay ahead of it, and hopefully people learn from it, and it doesn't happen again. But we're familiar enough with that team to where we know that when you give them extra outs, they usually make you pay. And hopefully we just tighten up starting tonight and the rest of the series.
And in terms of Mitch, was there a big difference you saw performance-wise from him compared to the last 3 times out where he's gotten hit around a bit? Like, what did you see allowing him to get deeper with more success this time around?
I mean, I thought his mix got better as his outing went on, and he was getting ahead. I think he was having a little bit of trouble of putting guys away early on in his outing. But I think his third time out there, or the inning after, kind of the rough defensive inning, I thought that he was executing better when he got ahead. So I think that was the biggest difference today as opposed to the last couple.
Have you ever seen a follow-through hit a catcher twice in the same at bat? Like, I don't know if I've even seen it twice in a month.
No, I've never seen it twice in the same bat. Weird rule, backswing interference as opposed to regular interference, and Ramon got the call right both times. Certain guys' swings are a little bit weird, and catchers coming out when they know the guy's going to try to run. So definitely unique turn of events right there.
Is that something that happened to you? Can you remember it happening to you?
Not twice in the same at bat.
And just, can you put your finger on what the deal is with the struggles against left-handed start? I think it's 11 and 18 now when a lefty starts.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just, our offense is really talented. We know that, and you see more of the traditional right-handed fastball slider combo. With us, it's usually fastball slider changeup, right on right, but. You got to give Springs credit. He's been doing this for a while this year. I thought we could have adjusted maybe a tick earlier to the changeup. But yeah, it's definitely a very deliberate adjustment we need to make when we're facing guys like that.
Is that a classic ninth inning matchup between a guy throwing 99 and the hottest hitter in baseball, fouling off and fouling off and fouling off? And what's that to watch from your perspective?
Awesome. You want no one but those two guys up in that spot with, being the winning run at the plate. And, to lay off some of the pitches Bo laid off of kind of shows you where he is in terms of approach when you're gearing up for 100 and you're taking sliders at 88 in the dirt. So that's kind of, you kind of try to enjoy those moments when you're watching them because they don't happen very often when you get a couple really good players going head-to-head right there. So tremendous at bat by Bo, Tapia to get it going, George getting on, and, it's what makes this game fun.
All right, thanks, everyone. We'll be back with Mitch White.
Alek Manoah coming in, doing what he did. I know that we have talked extensively about him this season, but did that surprise you at all? What did you see from him?
No. I mean, he's firmly cemented himself as one of the best pitchers in the league or the game. What he did tonight was kind of more of the same, and, allowed him to get back out there for the 7th. And, he's grind. He was grinding today. Everyone knows that, but, just a great effort by him.
how important or meaningful was that offensive outburst there to give the team a win on a night where he had to make so many sacrifices to be here?
Yeah, I mean, everyone's kind of going through it a little bit right now physically this time of year, but total team effort there, especially, you know, that inning with a lot of moving parts, a lot of big at-bats, you know, but I think him doing what he did on the mound was great and kind of set the tone a little bit.
John, that you often talk about looking for pockets in oppositions of where to slot in relievers. You know, having 3 lefties and 4 batters, you kind of set up a pocket there where you could go both ways. The Rays could find a spot, you could find a spot. Just how did you strategize putting those together? What were you looking to accomplish grouping them? And were you kind of thinking, because of the way their bullpen was set up, that that might be a spot where you could flip some batters and create some advantages?
Yeah, for sure. You know, set it up that way to kind of, you know, give guys a chance against Chirinos to start with the lefties there, and then being patient when, you know, the initial change happened. Good at bat by Jackie, and Tap almost, you know, bleeds one in there, but being patient there, knowing that we have really good options on the bench later in the game with how their bullpen is set up, and guys stepped up. You know, walk, Whit with a huge double. Zim scoring all the way from first. I don't know who was faster, him or Kirky, but it's probably pretty close. But yeah, everyone kind of stepped up and did their thing, and it was just really cool to see the entire team contribute.
With Merrifield, obviously it's not the start that he would have wanted coming here, but for you to trust him in that spot and for him to deliver, what would you want him to take from that moment?
Enjoy it, for one. You know, he's a total pro. He's had unbelievable success in this game, and he has taken on a kind of a new role like an absolute professional. So he was ready. You know, we talked about it before the game. There's going to be a chance for you to get in at some point. Prepared well, went out and executed, and couldn't be happier for him.
That's just George's 3rd home run in 2 months. First of all, what do you attribute that power dip to, and how good is it to see him kind of come out of that a little bit?
Yeah, huge homer. I don't think you attribute it to anything. We all know he's grinding with his elbow a little bit, but at this point in the year, everyone kind of is. And, you know, big players usually come up big in big spots. That's what Georgie did tonight.
You alluded to Kirk there. What was the reaction in the dugout?
Everyone loved it, you know, and, you know, Louis Rivera is probably the, you know, most bold third base coach in the league doing that, but he actually smirked on the way in, and it's the most exciting play in sports when Kirky scores from first.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys.